Gold Star families. Another one was a bill that, excuse me, that would direct the Department of Veterans Services for Nevada to establish an outreach program so that veterans who were discharged under Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and if that was the only reason that they were discharged, they have an opportunity to upgrade their discharge. Senator Parks brought a bill that would simplify the use or simplify how they count the credits for veterans. Assemblyman Thompson brought back a bill that he had last session. But last session it was called Suicide Prevention for Veterans. And he got that passed, and what it does is it requires all people in the medical field to take at least 2 hours of training so that they can spot signs of possible suicide. Because what research shows us is that most of those who commit suicide have seen someone in the medical profession within the last 30 days. So there are other bills that are going on right now, but I believe that one of the things that veterans will see as a result after this session ends is that there have been several bills that we weren't able to pass last session, but we were able to get them done this session.
That's great, and those are all great bills, and thank you for your help. I didn't really mention today's Memorial Day, and the people that should be off work are here in the studio today. Our veterans, and we want to make sure we give a shout out to all our veterans and thank them for their service, and they're the ones that know that freedom is not free. What else do you have there? We don't want to keep you too long, but if you got more, we don't want to cut you off either. So I know you're working on a lot of different things, and we've talked together several times about your great work and your great service to our country. I know you spent, 26 years in the Army?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that, and achieved the rank of Lieutenant Colonel.
And I'm sorry, it's difficult to hear you.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry. I don't think I can turn myself up at all. It's just,
okay,
it is what it is.
Let me go someplace else and call you back.
Okay, that'd be great. We also have
Okay,
we also have Tom and Matthew and Steve. What do you guys want to step in and fill in while Senator Spearman's finding a better location?
Matthew, good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Good morning, Matthew, and thank you for your service.
I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. You know, today's a really special day. It's a special weekend, and it's all about remembering the sacrifices of people who have fought and died for generations for our country.
That is true, and as I mentioned, I spent a little time in the Marine Corps and got my flags out yesterday, and as I looked up and down the street, I was the only house on my block that had flags out. So more people need to do that, and more HOAs need to back off on their regulations on flying flags. I'm waiting for someone to come and tell me to take them down. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. You have to have those problems with your flag. I'm actually in Southern California right now. About to head out to go visit the grave site of one of the soldiers from Henderson who died in Iraq, Richard Perez. It's just a really special, solemn weekend, and we have to make sure to keep our thoughts and prayers with families of those who lost soldiers in this generation's wars.
Yes, thank you.
But I wanted to, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that Senator Spearman's working on. We know she's a veteran; she's doing really important stuff. And last week we were in to testify in support of 206, AB 206, which is the bill that would drastically increase Nevada's reliance on renewable energies. And to me, I think it's something that's important. And the privilege to be able to speak on how that affects issues of national security. We relied on foreign sources of energy and fossil fuels in this country for a long time, and it's embroiled our nation in conflict for generations, and that places our troops at risk. And we look at where our money ends up. Our money ends up often in the hands of countries that don't share our values and people who want to do us harm. And all that oil money is traced to shady fund groups, to terrorist groups. The bottom line is that reducing our dependence on foreign oil will increase our security, and that's what this bill does here in Nevada. Important step we got to take.
This is true, and there are a lot of different things that can be done to reduce our dependence on foreign oil. Years ago, I saw a gentleman speaking on natural gas semi-trailers. And he was talking to the Swift trucking company, and he said, you know, if you, every time you take some of your new trucks and convert them over to natural gas, we could reduce our dependency on foreign oil. If all the semis in the world were, or in the United States, were converted to natural gas, we could cut our dependency on foreign oil almost in half. And the guy told him, this was the CEO of Swift, and he told him, he said, well, if I just bought new trucks with natural gas engines in it, I would have an entirely new fleet in 2.5 years. That was 8 years ago, and I'll guarantee you that has not been done. But so we could have fixed this along the way, and people talk a lot of trash about renewable energy and subsidies and what have you. And we're not going to go down the list of all the different things that are subsidized, but of all the things that need to be subsidized, renewable energy is one of them. So we're going to keep talking about this topic, and I want to remind everybody that we are produced by Green Alliance. We'd like to see some new members. And we're going to hear a couple of our sponsors here for a minute, and we'll be right back. Thank you.